kommen wir zu diesem 16 Jahre jungen Kerl. Der erste Spieler, der in diesem Jahrtausend geboren ist und sich jetzt für das Hauptfeld eines European Tour Events qualifizieren konnte. Er spielt seit 2017 zum ersten Mal ernsthaft gegen die deutsche Spitze im Stil-Darts. Er ist in der Target Super League mit dabei. Er hat seine dritte Qualifikation gestern gespielt und sich jetzt zum allerersten Mal qualifiziert. Ein ganz, ganz großer Tag in seinem Leben. Wir drücken ihm die Daumen. Aus Köln, Flower Power, Nico Blum!
Ich bin ein Köln.
Flower Power tritt gegen einen Mann aus England an, der im letzten Jahr seinen ersten Pro-Tour-Sieg einfahren konnte. Er ist 23 Jahre alt, gehört inzwischen schon zu den Top 50 der Welt als aktuelle Nummer 49. Die Rede ist von The Maximum, Josh Payne!
Well, just 2 games to go on the opening day of the Happy Bet German Darts Open, and history being made here. History being made here is Nico Blum, the youngest player ever to play Euro Tour darts, not just making his way onto the stage, racing onto the stage. Absolutely delighted to be involved. This is what we like to see. If his darts are as good as the walk-on was enthusiastic, we're in for a treat here. But if you want to feel old, right, any Kamosi, here come the hot stepper, Josh Payne's walk-on tune. That was released 7 years before Nico Blum was born. Chris Murphy, how old does that make you feel?
Very old. You're looking 16 years old, up on the big stage, fulfilling his darting dream, and he looks like he's going to enjoy it, Dan, as you said. If he certainly looks the part, doesn't he, from the walk-on, and lacking any confidence.
Well, we shall see how
Let's
this
let
develops.
Josh to throw first. Game on.
Just 16 years old. When Nico Blum was born, Bob the Builder was bidding for Christmas #1. The Grinch was stealing
100.
Christmas on the silver screen, and Phil Taylor had already won 8 World Championship titles.
Well, well, well. Germany is crying out
60.
for a Wunderkind. And let's be honest, you look at the players who have shot into the world's elite.
93.
It tends to only take around about 4 years from when they first start playing on a regular basis pro darts to them establishing themselves in the top echelons. Talk about that amount of time for Michael Smith to win Euro Tours and Adrian Lewis to win things, and Nico Blum in his second visit and Euro Tour action has just fired in a maximum.
Well, it is Blum
98.
going to be the boy that German darts has been waiting for.
Well, let's just let him play. Let's not pile the pressure on him, hey? Let's just let him play and see how he goes.
60.
He's managed to qualify, won 4 games in qualifying. Beat Daniel Vanner, Daniel Gabler, Eric Footfest,
75.
and Marco Pulse. So we have seen the Pulse on the Euro Tour qualify before. It was Pulse who beat Max Hoff in the previous round.
Eric Foodfest, have you just made that up?
No, I've not made that up.
140.
Genuine
Joshua
German name.
Gordon,
Now Josh Payne.
135.
Not said much about Josh Payne in all the talk of Nico Blum, but we might be saying something here, mightn't we, with a bullseye 135 finish?
Game
We
shot
might.
for the first leg. Josh
15
Payne.
darter for Josh Payne, determined to ruin the
Second leg to go
16-year-old's
to
big day.
throw first. Game on.
Well, Josh Payne's only 23 years old himself, and he already is a PDC title winner. He beat James Wade in a Players' Championship event in the final
45.
last year, But this year, it's been a rather different story for Josh Payne, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It's not been...
Didn't even make it to Minehead for the UK
100.
Open. I mean, he didn't qualify. His car didn't break down or something. Yeah, he only picked up prize money in one of the 6 qualifying events. For that, he's only had one last 16 running 13 professional events. He's had better runs on the second tier, if you will.
58.
Development tier.
Yes, but
He's
you know,
still developing.
But as a 23-year-old who has won a senior event, you would think that Josh Payne would be right up there as one of the, you know, most likely winners, constantly challenging on the development
60.
tour. You know, he's been doing his development. He's played big stage darts. He's beaten some of the best players in the world to win titles that, you know, there are plenty of professional players for a number of years who've never managed to claim them.
81.
But he's had one quarter-final this year in 8 events on the development tour. So, you know, every player is going to go through peaks and troughs in form. We know that. It's how long those troughs last and how you come out of them that counts. And Josh Payne has given himself an opportunity here this weekend. Beat Rob Hewson and John Bowles in qualifying for this one. Both deciding leg victories. So he's battled through. Giving himself an opportunity here to go and have a run. But it's a tough one, isn't it? Taking on a host nation qualifier in front of a decent-sized crowd is hard enough.
140.
Particularly when it's this bouncy little teenager who's already endeared himself to everybody in the building by running up and down like he's won a competition to play.
58.
Yeah, well, he
has.
Sprinted the first half of the walk on, didn't he, as well? Shot out like a greyhound from the trap, and now he's looking to return the favour of a ton-plus checkout.
96.
Just underneath.
Joshua require
Now,
146.
Introduced Nico to the stage with a 135. The 146 is not going to follow.
43.
Everything suggests that Nico Blum
Nico,
will
you require
fearlessly
20.
throw this start at double. And
He
he
shot
lands
the
it.
second leg. Nico Blum.
Oh,
The leg
I
just
have to say,
throw first.
I like the young
Game
man's manner. There's the way he's celebrated, hitting big shots and taking that one out. Absolutely storming to the he's averaging 91, and that's despite some nervy openings to his legs. It's encouraging.
You mentioned Josh
100.
Payne's development tour form. Well, Nico's matched him. His best is also a quarter-final this year. Back in February.
59.
Yeah, he's only played the 4 events, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's still playing actually JDC events, the Junior Darts Tour.
$60.
Been solid so far.
Just a little look at the score there, which is why he switched to the 18s. And that is a fantastic visit
168.
from Josh Payne. 168 to leave 134.
Well, Blum could leave a finish. Could leave a finish. Oh,
125. Josh,
I think he was halfway through his celebration, just as the dart was halfway to the board.
it's at whatever age, it's nice seeing raw new talent come through. We saw
84.
when the likes of Robbie John Rodriguez first appeared on the European Tour stage. He was a different animal, wasn't he, at that time?
Oh, he's certainly an enthusiastic celebrator, Robbie John Rodriguez.
134. Josh, you require 50.
Mere shadow of what he was when he first appeared on the stage. Anyway, Payne to edge ahead.
A shot in the third leg. Josh Payne. Wolf leg Nico to throw first. Game on.
3 consecutive holes of throw in this one.
And what we're constantly
100.
told by more seasoned campaigners is that the youngsters these days have no fear. They just turn up and they want to
100.
smash you off the hockey.
Well, he's certainly got that attitude, hasn't he, Blum? Nice strong throw.
135. $60.
seems very strange to be talking about a game involving Josh Payne, where you talk about the other guy as the up-and-coming young talent. But Josh Payne has kind of
45.
established himself on the PDC circuit, but still got a lot of developing to do, as you say. We've seen flashes of what Josh Payne could go on and do.
78.
New breed of dart player that takes care of himself, into fitness and things like that.
81.
Alien to some of the older generation. Not Phil Taylor, of course.
Yeah, the likes of Price and Payne. And Nicholson.
Yeah.
I suppose he spearheaded it all, didn't he? Can take credit for it.
102.
Not quite sure Paul Nicholson ever hit the heights of
You require 140.
the protein-induced mass of Gerwyn Price and Josh Payne. But yeah, he's always looked after himself. Hasn't he?
Where we should
100.
allow the honour to the great Phil
161.
Taylor for his juice retreats in Portugal.
Yes. And more besides. We'll not get into that. Look at this. 161. Oh, very nearly a second big
136.
bullseye finish from Josh Payne.
You require 40.
Double top. There's tactics. Now, double 5.
You saw to the full flag.
Bottle.
Nico Blum.
Blum has got bottle.
Rovers. Game on.
Well, there's a lot to admire in this 16-year-old German's performance so far.
100.
The attitude, as you say, Bottle, holding his nerve when Payne was there, ready to take a 2-leg lead.
60.
I think probably playing without fear is an astute observation, because he does not look nervous or anything, does he? We've just seen Rob Cross go and average
60.
96 on his Euro Tour debut. Now, Rob Cross is obviously not a 16-year-old. A bit older than that. He's still young in his darts career. But even his manager was saying that he was nervous in the opening legs. I've not seen any of that from Nico Blum.
Yeah, I caught Cross in the corridor as well, and he said that he felt a bit nervous to start with himself, but he felt he grew into it.
Yeah.
82.
Got better. Blum couldn't wait to get on the stage. Seeing him just taking it in around the arena. Just what I will say as well, maybe there's
43.
a part to play in the way that the game is set up now from the grassroots up, because I've been to JDC events, for example, and
47.
they were playing in a similar kind of style to to kind of the old UK Open, with the outside board, but then a big stage for the final day, the quarters and semis and the finals, with a small crowd there, but a crowd all the same.
140.
Nothing like this, because Nico Blum's also got to contend with, or try to use to his advantage,
140.
the expectation of the home nation fans.
You require 158.
Well, it can be a help, it can sometimes be a hindrance. Can Nico Blum delight this crowd here with a 158 checkout? Oh, two perfect darts and one
72.
wild one.
Well, it was a little look after, as if he kind of couldn't believe he was on it, and he looked away, and will Josh Payne falter?
52.
He does, he has.
You require 31.
But the miss, the wild miss from Blum, means he will only get 2 darts at double.
A
19.
golden
Yoshi
opportunity
requires
for the
20.
first break of throw goes begging. Nico Blum, you can look at the 158 and say that would have been an incredible shot, but 2 darts at double 12
10.
was a huge chance, but he's going to get
You
more.
require 12.
Double 6 now, as Josh Payne falters for a second visit running. And the 16-year-old pins double 6, and he is into the lead for the first time in this game. It's the first break of throw. The German crowd are absolutely loving it.
6 flag, Nico to throw first. Game on.
And Josh Payne, you do wonder sometimes when you've got players who are up and coming and they're playing without that fear, as we've mentioned, where everybody is just a target. Everything they can do is a step forward. It's just, let's go and test myself. Let's go. It's a mentality. where they don't care. People are expecting to get ironed out by the big names in world darts. But once you actually do establish yourself as a pro and people know who you are, you've perhaps won a title as Josh Payne has done, all of a sudden that mentality can change when you've got
59.
somebody younger and unknown and hungry and treating you as you treated everybody else when you first started.
It's an interesting one whether
96.
he will be unknown to Josh Payne, having played in some of the sets. They've not played each other, but as he could have passed by and watched one of his games when he's waiting to get on at one of the development tour events.
100.
It'd be interesting to know what Josh Payne knew about his opponent before this match.
140.
It would be easy to think, well, he's 16 in front of a German crowd, first time on a big stage. Surely he can't handle it. I'm sure that's not a man who acts as professionally as Payne.
55.
In everything he does in the game would not be thinking that.
No, he does. I've nothing but admiration for the way that Josh Payne approaches the game.
But it would be easy to think that.
100.
I'm sure there may be a few viewers that may have been thinking that.
But there's also got to be a little bit saying, no matter how talented this lad is, I don't want to lose on stage to anybody. I certainly don't want to lose on stage to a 16-year-old.
Joshua require 100.
His first ever stage game. Needs to find a treble. Doesn't do so, and Nico Blum could be about to take a 2-leg lead here. We've seen one German through, Bernd Royf, in the second round.
56.
Moved.
Nico, you require 62.
In the second round. And a clash with Cristo Reyes. But he may stay there.
Taking a little moment.
Wise beyond his years.
46.
And it wasn't a
Joshua
bad
require
attempt
52.
for Payne to break back.
Well, the doubles are going astray for Josh Payne, and we just saw a little knowing look over the shoulder there. Evidently the crowd may be playing a part, and Josh Payne is going to have to overcome that because they are not going to stop.
Josh to throw first.
And I think we saw in the game involving the other German player that's gone through so far, you best stay away from a tussle with the crowd, as Brian Pecker-Woods found out.
Well, look, Josh Payne may have more muscles than anybody in this crowd, but you're not going to win a fight with all of them, literally or metaphorically.
140.
And you will find that if you go up there and throw some world-class darts, they will love you for it anyway. Even if you're smashing up their champion all over the place, there will be more than a grudging respect.
Well, he's certainly embroiled in a battle with Blum here.
25.
Josh Payne started this match with a 135 checkout on the bullseye, but since then, the doubles have kind of dried up for him. He's only hit 1 out of the next 8, and that has been the key factor in Nico Blum taking a 2-leg lead.
58. Joshua require 127.
Well, Payne landed the bullseye for a 135 back in leg 1. So he's not going to get a dart here. Wouldn't have. Well, he's hit it anyway. Why not?
Well, 25 would have been better, wouldn't it? But
60. Joshua require 15.
He's going to get 2 darts for the leg anyway. 2 hasn't been enough for a lot of the legs. It may not be here. Oh, it is.
And a 7-leg Josh Payne.
I like that from Josh Payne.
Throw first. Game on.
Well, he said not to get involved in a fight of any kind with the crowd, but he can certainly brush them off his shoulder and pretend they're not even there, they're nothing.
It was a Kevin Painter-esque sneer. I enjoyed
60.
Channeling the artist himself. And there you see, 3 out of 11. Nico Blum, 1 out of 3. I mean, look, it's not
100.
spectacular. It's the bare minimum that these guys expect. They'll be aiming for 50% or more, but there's still time for this
100.
game to change. The averages very, very similar right now. There you see 87 plays 86. Very little between them, just the one maximum
60.
that came from Nico Blum in the very first leg of this match, a leg that he lost. Maximum here gets Josh Payne to a finish. That's not going to happen. But he is putting
140.
pressure on his German opponent. And it'll be interesting to see if Josh Payne can keep the pressure up over the final few legs of this match, whether Nico Blum can hold his nerve. Because he's been playing a sort of carefree
100.
and easy manner so far, but as we get towards the nitty-gritty, can Nico Blum hold it
43.
together, hold his nerve, and see the job out?
Joshua Record 158.
Payne hoping to deny him a chance at the 1-2-1 by another one of those. We saw Blum have a go at that himself earlier on.
98. Nico Record 121.
Well, this would be, by some distance, Nico Blum's highest checkout of the match. And he's getting a dart at the ball. And he's unable
74.
to find it. And Josh Payne will get 2 darts to break back and level the game at 4 apiece. 20 for double top. He's not moving left or right, because he goes straight over the top and that's the fans. Well, you know what? I like that. I like that. They're not going to stop. So Josh Payne will just go about his business. And as long as you're hitting your targets and taking your shots out, I actually enjoy this.
Josh to throw first. Game on.
You know what? I get the feeling that Josh is actually enjoying it himself.
100.
Well, I don't think it's been detrimental to the level he's been playing at over the course of this game. I think he has missed a few doubles. It's actually since he started getting a bit reactive to the crowd, he started hitting them on a more regular basis. Maybe it's just giving him a bit of focus. We do see some players play better when they're fired up. Kim Huybrechts is the obvious one that springs to mind.
The one thing that we do know from this match is that Nico Blum has not just come to make up the numbers. He's serious about this. He wants to win.
Well, back-to-back ton 40s puts him in a very strong position in this leg. If he were to break here, he'd be thrown for the match in the next leg. Oh, well, is that touching the board, that point?
80.
No, it is not. Just the 80 scored. So Nico Blum has actually stolen the darts here.
Any treble would be very handy indeed. Julie can clatter into those two and
100.
into the treble 20 bed, and that's exactly what he does.
Well, he had a dart at the bullseye for the 1-2-1 in the last leg and was unable to take it. He's going to have a look at it
60.
here, and Payne is back on the 1-6-1.
121.
And Payne missed the ball for that earlier on. So, can Nico Blum get it right this time? Bullseye once, missed it last time. Oh my word! Well, he's had a
86.
look, decided to lay up, missed the big
161.
number anyway. Well, Josh Payne's not going to take it out, but my word, the 16-year-old Nico Blum, he is not
90.
short of confidence, is he?
35.
A mind game.
Double 16. And Nico Blum has broken Josh Payne in the 9th leg. A crucial moment. Breaking back immediately. He is throwing for the match. A young lad born this millennium.
Game on.
The youngest player ever to play on the European Tour finds himself 501 points away from winning his debut match and booking a place in round 2 to face Cristo Reyes, the top player from Spain.
81.
Well, you ask the question, Dan, if he gets into a position to win, then will he be able to handle it?
45.
But right now, it's Josh Payne who's faltering.
It certainly is. And look at this from Blum. Blum in X.
40.
Ton 40.
$77.
Nico, the chant from the crowd here in Saarbrücken. First time we've ever played in this part of Germany, and what a story the fans who've turned up are being treated to.
41.
Just the 41.
He worked the crowd, didn't he, in his entrance? They were going to support him anyway. But he worked them, he stormed onto the stage, sprinted
95.
onto the stage, and then conducted an orchestra of his own name.
He should get to a finish here. Oh,
85.
well, it is a finish. It's a big one, but it's not a bad one, is it?
100.
Could look at a couple of treble 19s for a dart at a double, but he's going to get 2 visits from here. So Nico Blum just needs to make sure, if he doesn't take it out, set it up.
Can he find a treble? He does
84.
find a treble. And he's left himself 70. He should have at least one match dart now.
96.
The 16-year-old
Nico requires
sensation.
70.
To cause a huge upset on his big stage debut. The youngest player ever in the European Tour wants double 10.
50.
And that was on the
Joshua
wire.
require 88.
1 dart at tops, 1 dart at 10s, both missed by Nico Blum. Josh Payne misses the big number, doesn't even get a dart at the bullseye. Nico Blum cannot stop himself fidgeting. He is pacing back and forth at the back of the stage there,
72.
just trying to keep himself in
Nico,
check. He has
requires
missed 2
20.
match darts. He is going to get more here. Double 10 for a 6-4 win. Double 5. Still double 5. And there it is! Nico Blum delights Saarbrücken, the 16-year-old, the youngest player ever to play on the European Tour, has achieved an opening win on his debut against a former winner on the PDC Pro Tour Series, Josh Payne. Nico Blum, from the very first seconds of being on stage, looked at home, and he's produced 10 legs there with a lot to admire. He is through to the second day of action at the Happy Bet German Darts Open. Christo Reyes awaits the 16-year-old. We'll grab a few words with him. I hope your German's good. And then we will round off the first day of action here in Saarbrücken as Ronnie Heidrechts, the Belgian, takes on Zoran Lurchbacher of Austria.
Großer Moment, Nico. Komm zu mir. Gratuliere. Hat Spaß gemacht.
Ja, mega geil. Die Leute hier sind einfach mega geil drauf. Dankeschön!
Für dich ja auch eine neue Situation, vor so vielen Zuschauern zu spielen. War es schwierig? Hat es sich eher gut angefühlt?
Ja, ich hatte das Glück, ich bin Deutscher, die Leute standen auf meiner Seite.
Den Eindruck hatte ich auch, ja.
Jedes Mal kam Nico, Nico und das ist einfach geil. Danke euch!
Heute ist nur der erste Schritt, war die erste Runde. Christo Reyes wartet morgen. Schon mal gegen ihn gespielt?
Nein, noch nie, aber ich gehe da ganz locker dran. Ich habe hier oben nichts zu verlieren. Ich stehe das erste Mal hier und deswegen ist es egal, ob ich gewinne oder verliere. Es ist einfach die Erfahrung, die man sammelt. Das ist das Wichtigste, finde ich. Und ich bin froh, dass ich jetzt die erste Runde gepackt habe und ich denke mal, da kann man mega stolz drauf sein. Und ich möchte auch meinen Eltern ganz herzlich Danke sagen, dass sie immer mit mir fahren. Die sitzen da unten in der Ecke. Meine Mutter kriegt fast einen Herzinfarkt. Danke, Mama, Papa, Laura!
Nico Blum, Flower Power! Ihn sehen wir morgen wieder in seinem Match gegen den Mann von der Urlaubsinsel Teneriffa, Christo Reyes.